Okay, the next figure I got 10 years ago, and it's one of my favourite pieces. I really like it, and I didn't pay £495 for it. I paid about £160 for it, because when I saw it on eBay, no one was just interested in it, so I thought I'd bid on it, and I won it on it. It was on a Thursday around May 2010, and yeah, it's a great figure. So let's remove the, have a good look at it. So it's an Empire Strikes Back 2-1B 48 back A card with the Gamorrean Guard sample figure on it, and there's the axe, which you can see is taped in. I mean, it's a pretty battered card, but this is an actual genuine Star Wars sample. So what they would do to see how the figure would look on the card, and how the bubble would work, they'd use any available card back and just put the new figure and bubble on that, just to see how the bubble and figure looked, and if the bubble was strong enough for the figure and all that sort of stuff. You can see there's an inner tray. Such a great figure, this. I've only got 2 samples, which is, so this is the first one I got, 2010. Got it for an absolute steal. I can't believe no one else bid on it. Just such an amazing, you've got the 2-1B Gamorrean Guard, just such a nice item to have. I mean, I wasn't exactly sure what I was bidding on, but I took the risk, and I'm glad I did. Consequently, or not no, what word am I thinking of? Well, subsequently, I've done as much research as I can, and the people that originally had this was an online store. I can't remember what they're called, but they had quite a lot of Star Wars stuff around 15 years ago, and they used this image for their oddities list or grouping of figures. So eventually I got in contact with them, and they told me they had 2 of them. Such a great figure. High chance that this is a hand-painted sample. I mean, the Medane I've got, which was so much more expensive, that the Medane Luke Hoth sample, that would that's definitely, well, I've been told that's a sample figure, so yeah. I mean, these weren't for resale or anything like that, they were for Kenner themselves, to see how, 48 back. Really like this card back. This one's a hard card back to find. But it's such a nice item. Here's the Gamorrean Guard. This looks so cool. And then the contrasting here, it's not a miscard. It was intentional. It's just to see how the figure would look on the card. See, there's a dent there. But this is something I'd say is definitely a pride and joy in my collection. One of my highlights, I'd say. Just such a nice piece. Yeah, I really like this one. So glad I won it. So really I had to do the research afterwards. I just had to take the risk and grab this. So around May 2010 I grabbed this. Just such a nice piece. I remember back in 2010 when I got this, I filmed it, shoved it on YouTube straight away. Not with audio, I mean not with dialogue, with music. That's an old video of mine. Those days I was quite into taking photographs of stuff rather than filming so much, so I've had this video about this up since 2010, so that's 10 years ago now. So it really is 10 years ago, more than 10 years now that I just, because it's mid-June, so about 10 years and 2 weeks now I've had this. It's certainly one of my favourite pieces. Because it's so unique, such an oddity. I consider myself unique and obviously an oddity as well. The 21B with the sample Gamma guard. You can see there's tape on the the axe as well. Just such a nice piece. Such a cool figure as well. So that's your carded sample, Gamma guard. Just an amazing piece. Beautiful actually. I mean, look at the sculpt in this figure, look at the muscles, the bulk. Still a great figure this. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this. This is one of my favourite pieces I own. It's the 21B Gamma guard sample. Just such a nice piece. How it ended up in the UK. I did buy it from a UK seller, and the online store that featured these was a UK business as well. Very cool. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed looking at this. It's one of my favourite pieces. I just love it. Okay, so cheers, goodbye.